Man, oh man. Let me start off by saying whatever I did yesterday, well, I know exactly what I did, but I'm saying I think because of that, um, and maybe it's a combination of work and the gym, but it's no coincidence that my forearms and my grip, like my hand strength, or my hand muscles, I should say, are so sore and fatigued today. Um, Maybe, like I said, it's the fact that I'm swinging a sledgehammer almost every day at work, sometimes all day. But then also yesterday was back and biceps, and I don't care how how frequent you wear straps. Yeah, they help. Don't get me wrong, they definitely help. They help a lot, but there's still some grip. And then again, like I said, you throw in a lot of pulling and pulling movements and curls. Your grip's gonna get it's gonna get worked pretty good. And I'm thinking maybe that with the fact that I've been swinging a sledgehammer all week. This is actually this might be the most that I've swung a sledgehammer since I started this new job. Um, so I'm thinking maybe that's why. But again, it doesn't hurt that I did back and biceps yesterday too, and that's why. Like I was trying to swing that sledgehammer today, and there's a couple times it felt like it was just gonna slip out of my hands. Um, Not fun, not ideal. But that's in the past. That is in the past. We're gonna focus. What do you think? Legs, right? Legs. Um, yeah. Luckily, I don't have to worry about my grip or anything. It's leg day, so I don't even know why. I don't even know why I had to bring that up. It was pretty much just me bitching and complaining. um, I don't know. I mean, we're gonna do some leg press, like always. What else is there to say? Um, I'm considering camping out here like I did 2 or 3 weeks ago. I might do like maybe I'm not gonna do 8 or 9 sets like I did the last time, but maybe 6 ish. If I could do 4 heavy with the weight I have on here, I'll do a couple sets where I back off, go down to 8 or so plates, and do a couple sets like that, and then I'll move on. And I'm thinking if I do that, like I said, that'll be 6. And then I'll move on to leg curls with the 2 second eccentric. Only do 2 sets, and then the same thing on leg extensions. I know my leg days have been kind of straightforward and boring, um, but it's working. It saves my back doing a lot of this leg press. But the main reason is because my left knee is still, like it's one of those things where it's kind of just lingering, and it's not bad enough to completely quit working out. Not even really close to that, but it is bad enough, on the other hand, to where if I try to do some heavy hack squats or barbell squats or Smith machine squats, I just can't handle it. I might be able to get away with doing 1 set, but then it'll start hurting. And I can feel it. I know, like I can feel it. Just this has been going on long enough, like 4 months, that I can tell it's gotten better. Like don't get me wrong, it has, but still not quite there. So I'm hoping at some point I can get back to doing squats. You know, maybe that's wishful thinking, but I'm really hoping. But yeah, until then, leg press it is. And if you can you tell from that? Maybe I've upgraded. This might be a dangerous game. I moved my bag out of the way because of this reason. I have a 45 on the bottom with two 25s kind of pinning it in place. Um, Hopefully it doesn't fall. It's bad enough. I'm probably going to lose a plate on each side here. So, but yeah, I've upgraded. That's what is that? An extra uh, 20 pounds? I mean, in perspective, that's not really adding a lot to leg press. But with how many reps I'm doing, like if I was only doing 8 reps, 7 reps, it's not really gonna make a huge difference. But with 325s on there, I was doing what, 14 or 15. So that's a 20. That's an extra 20 pounds each rep. So maybe it'll bring me down around 12, which would be perfect, man. It'd be freaking perfect. And by the fourth set, I might only be getting 7 or 8, like I just said. Uh, I'm already sweating, so I think I'm ready to go. I did hold off on cardio. I'm gonna do all of it at the end of leg day today. I just thought I probably would have been okay, but you never know. Riding a bike for 11, 12 minutes, it might fatigue my legs enough to where it affects me here. So we'll do the bike, all of it at the end of this workout after we get the weight training in. All right, I've said enough, man. Let's get after it. Fuck. One down. All right, the one I was worried about the most, this 45, didn't fall. So I can handle these two falling off. I'll just throw them back on. That's a lot farther of a fall, and you can land in you know, a lot of different places rather than those. It took 1 rep away. I did 13 instead of 14 or 15. I'll take it, I guess. I'll take it. First set felt good, though. Really good. All right. I would say we're going to play it by the set, but I think it's almost certain that I'm going to do 6 sets here. Now, like I say, don't etch that in stone quite yet, but it's got a very high probability that that's what's going to happen. All right. Give me a little bit of time. We'll go again. like it's like a built-in drop set. It's not really what I'm intending, but hey, just gotta kind of roll with the punches here. It's probably helping me get maybe, I don't know, one maybe two reps that I wouldn't have if those stayed on. Like I said, you just gotta. There's really no way I can stop it. I can maybe go get some bands, you know, kind of double it up, try to band them together. But I'll just, like I said, I'll just roll with it. All right, so two more like this. I'm gonna do a couple lighter ones too. Fuck. Oh, fuck. You gotta love that shit. I guess you don't, but I do. That was pretty brutal. All right, I think at least with this weight, one more is all I want today. Uh, all right, let's strip some of this weight off. Fuck, I can barely talk after that. Woo. Getting a little tongue tied. That was a good set. That's why. All right, uh, I might go down to 7 instead of 8. I don't know. Fuck. No, you'll find out in a second. I don't know yet. All right, damn it. I went with 8 plates, which very well could be a mistake, but we're gonna try. Um, The dilemma now is I don't know if I want to. Okay, so regardless, I think I'm gonna bring my feet close, just for a different foot stance. Work the outer sweep a little bit. But normally when I do that, I bring them close and lower to hit the quads more. You know what I mean? I'm thinking now this is just kind of me just throwing stuff to the wall and see what sticks. But I'm thinking bring them close and bring them up higher to hit the hamstrings a little more, while still also at the same time, since they're closer, getting a little bit of that outer quad work. This is just me kind of throwing shit at the wall, seeing what sticks, seeing what doesn't. I don't know. I want to try it though, and I'm not gonna. So let me just show you. So normally when I bring my feet close and lower, it'd probably be I don't go super low because my knee, but probably somewhere I don't know right there. But I'm thinking bring them close, then just bring them up, maybe toes right at the top of the platform. I don't know. We'll see what it feels like. Let's do one and kind of just go off of that. That felt good. Let's do it again. All right, I don't know how well my theory worked here. I mean, I don't know for sure because the next thing I'm about to do is leg curls. And if my hamstrings are pretty much shot, I know it did a little more than usual. Bring my feet up higher. But right now, I feel it mainly in my quads still. I was even trying to make sure, like, to push through my heels a little more, So I don't know. Right now, it's just the quads on fire. Is the lighting good here? We'll find out. How about over here? All right, that's enough posing. It is not time for that yet. Let's go. Let's go move on to leg curls. I don't know. I mean, my hamstrings aren't completely obliterated. I don't know. I guess that leg press didn't really work like I thought, like I was hoping. It's all right though. We'll do one more here. That'll put us at 8 sets. Fuck. Already almost done. Probably just do a couple more leg extensions. Yep. One more. Ah. I couldn't quite lock that one out. Motherfucker. One thing's for sure, I gave it everything I had. Just didn't quite have it. Fuck. Alright, let's go to leg extensions. Alright, 10 sets. Only 10 sets of legs. That's all I needed for a successful leg day. Man, oh man. I would like to kind of follow, just one day, follow kind of the same philosophy that I've done with legs for, this is like the third time I've done it, where I've done 6+ sets of a big compound movement, and then followed it up with just like 2 sets or whatever of 2 or 3 accessory movements within a 2-second eccentric too. Because every time I do this, for legs. I mean, it fucks my legs up. They feel horrible and amazing all at the same time. So every time it feels like that, I know I did something good. So we're gonna try. Now, see, let me say this though, it's gonna be tough to keep doing these big, heavy compound days. At least, a lot of volume with them. Uh, the deeper I get into the cut, so I mean, I could be completely wrong. A lot of times, even though physically it might start to affect me, as long as I'm still being safe and smart, mentally I have it in. I guess you could even say spiritually, I have like a new spark ignited because of the cut. I'm excited to see because I put on a ton of. This is the heaviest I've ever weighed. Like I said before, 232, while still being fairly lean. It's not like I still have striations, especially in my arm. I still have abs, or do I? Let's check and make sure. Not the greatest, but I still have them. So I mean, I'm probably around 12% body fat, weighing 232. So if I got down to a good 7-ish% body fat, 6% even. Like I said, I'm not gonna cut to bodybuilding standards, but I'm gonna try to get very close, as close as I can. So 6 or 7% probably have me at probably between 200 and 210 pounds. Um, and if I, ideally, you maintain all the muscle, or at least 90 whatever percent of it. I think I'm gonna look pretty freaky. And I've said this before. I'm the kind of person, you can see it right now, even right here. This is where I put all my fat on. So if I, trim that down, give me that better X-frame illusion V taper, this will look pretty cool. And then, like I said, it's just reignited a spark in me. So if that kind of maintains, that could carry me through some still pretty heavy compound lifts and days and weeks, even on week 8 of the cut or whatever. We'll see. I'm gonna be smart. That's the main thing, and safe. Anyways, let's check out this pump real quick. It's legs, so it's not a lot of posing. But we'll do some. All right, that wraps up leg day. We're done. You already know what tomorrow is. Some chest. And I'm excited. So until then, rest up. If you're cutting, I was gonna say, carb up and calorie up. But if you're cutting like me, can't really do that. But so most importantly, rest up, hydrate. Be back tomorrow.